Hi, Microsoft Phil. Welcome to the latest session of HIMSS. This is James Lakes, Industry Market Development Manager focused on the healthcare provider space. And I'm here with Garett, Garett, I got to get that last name right. Trumpower, I got to make sure I say that right. Garett Trumpower from MEDSEEK. And as you guys probably already heard, if you watched the MEDSEEK interview with CEO Peter Kuhn, MEDSEEK is our key health portal partner, betting on Sharepoint in a big way and driving a major impact in the marketplace. And I'm talking to Garett a little bit about on the strategy side. He's a strategy officer at MEDSEEK, and he's going to walk us through a couple of things. So first, Garett, tell us a little about yourself and your background.
Well, absolutely. I started MEDSEEK around 7 years ago. Before MEDSEEK, I actually first started as a registered nurse, worked in transplantation as well as in trauma. Then moved on to a little bit more of education and management information system, became a software developer, spent quite a bit of time in the .NET environment as a developer, and then made my way into group purchasing with Premier and then to MEDSEEK to start the consulting group.
Okay, great. Now, and so we have the software side of MEDSEEK and we have the strategy side of MEDSEEK, and you're on that strategy side and the customer engagements and developing those things out. Tell me a little bit about Converge and what that all means.
Absolutely. So a lot of times when people think of strategy or consultants, they think of implementers, and that's not what Converge is. What Converge is a part of MEDSEEK that really focuses on developing 3 to 5 year roadmaps in eHealth for organizations. We take organization strategies and we really look at what are the tactics that are going to need from an eHealth perspective, and we formulate those strategies along with the tactics, all the way from resource management and how many resources they need, technologies, as well as the cost to be able to implement within the next 5 years.
All right. So you mentioned, this is strategy, and you're talking about things that are 3-5 years out.
That's right.
What are the initiatives and trends you're seeing in the marketplace? Top 3, maybe 4, and how is the Sarah Baker story playing into that?
Great question. So what we've noticed in the marketplace about 24 months ago, anywhere from 24 to 25 months ago, we really noticed the physician employment starting to take place in the marketplace, going again back to the 1990s. And a lot of organizations ask themselves, what do we do with this? Well, it happens to be you start seeing organizations start looking at patient-centered medical home. Now they're looking at the ACO. They want to start taking advantage of the physician employment that they've been doing quite aggressively in the marketplace today. So from a Sarah Baker story, which is really our persona we use, is we talk about how is the impact to the patient. Now that organizations are truly formulating these integrated delivery networks, they're looking at from a hospital perspective as well as an ambulatory perspective as well. So from a strategy perspective, is how do we really keep them within one system within the organization? So no matter how they interact with you as a healthcare organization, they're interacting with you in one place, one username and password. So they have an experience from the time they're at home all the way to the time they enter your door and go home as well.
Okay, so as you talk about 3-year or 5-year strategy, the experience of the patient, the physician, the family, the care team, as well as administrators, you guys cover the whole gamut. How do you see the Sharepoint technology playing into that? How is Sharepoint going to bring value to an organization with such expertise who built an entire platform already?
That's exactly right. MEDSEEK is really making an enterprise bet on Sharepoint, and there's a couple reasons behind that. The last really 18 months, we really have noticed the adoption rate of Sharepoint within our own customer base in the industry. And when we wanted to look at Sharepoint, we said, what does Sharepoint bring to us as a platform? And it really allowed us to build faster, quite honestly, faster, cheaper, and better. It allows us to really take an enterprise approach, not only focusing on the internal workings of an organization and the efficiencies it provides employees and physicians, we're now able to extend that technology and offer that to consumers and patients to really tie in what we call a 360-degree approach to eHealth.
Great. So Microsoft sales feels something to take home with you. We've seen a lot of adoption of Sharepoint at the basic level, corporate collaboration, search, document management. Now we have key industry ISVs that are picking it up and building industry-specific applications and capabilities to deliver even more value on that platform to our client base. MEDSEEK, top health portal partner for Microsoft. Thank you, Garett, for your time today. Thanks, Microsoft.
Thank you.